Inside of here, we do have right on top, we have that user manual. We'll see what that turns into. We do have the weighted base down here at the bottom. And underneath the foam, we do have the USB-C to USB-A cable. And lastly, we do have the microphone itself. It does have a nice bracket for it to hold and to sit onto a boom arm, which will be fantastic. We do have the headphone monitoring knob and the mic sensitivity knob on the front of it. Or if it's going to be hanging from a boom arm, that technically would be the bottom, depending on how you have it set up. You do have the RGB button right here, which you just tap that. It's touch sensitive. You can change the colors. You can set it to a solid or rainbow. Then you have the monitoring knobs themselves, which are relatively smooth. Everything is plastic, though. So that's where you're going to be having that cost savings, because this microphone only runs about 50 to 60 bucks, depending on if you get it on sale or not. On the bottom here, we do have the XLR and the USB and the headphone jack for the monitoring. And then here on the other side, we do have the touch capacitive mute option that you'll be able to just tap it. It'll mute. One's red, one's green if it's on or off. So it's easy to identify there. Now we're going to go ahead and take this windscreen off so we can try to see a little bit of the microphone that's inside of here. This black is really, really pigmented. It's really hard to actually see through. But you can see just barely through the grates here. You can see the microphone that's in there, and it kind of cones upwards. And this is a hyper-directional microphone. So when you're talking directly into the top, that's going to be your best sound. If you're talking it from the top, if you're talking it from the side, it's going to sound like you're 16 feet away from this thing. It is hyper-directional, which is fantastic. So you don't have to worry about air conditioners, TVs, sound coming from the side, or birds or cars, you know, on the other side of the wall, windows, whatever. If it's not in front of it, kind of like the microphone that I'm using right now, which is hyper-directional, you're not going to hear. You could have anything going on in your room, and as long as it's not in front of the mic, pointed straight at it, you should be fine. So we'll go ahead and slide that back on and make it look extra pretty yet again. You can see right here is how it should sit if it's going to be off of a boom arm. Now, of course, you can rotate the other way. So if you want the mute on top or if you want the mute on bottom, it's kind of up to you. And then we do have the base here that you can screw this into if you want to put it in front of you on the desk. Or again, you can just screw it into the same area onto a boom arm. But the base of this thing is about half the weight, which we will check out later when we go to weigh in on the scale. But it itself, it's going to be sturdy. The microphone is not too heavy, so it's not going to tip over super easily. So it definitely has some good quality bass here.